Hello and welcome to the Manifestation Podcast with Peggy McColl. Peggy is a world-renowned wealth, business, and manifestation expert, as well as the New York Times best-selling author of Your Destiny Switch. Are you ready to manifest your dreams? Tune in now.
Hi there and welcome. This is Peggy McColl. This is the Manifestation Podcast. And the purpose of this podcast is to help you create the results that you deeply desire in your life. And today we're going to talk about you being a dog with a bone and holding on tight to your dreams. You see, many years ago when I wrote my first book, I realized that the only reason why I started to experience and continue to experience success as an author is because I was a dog with a bone. Well, what's a dog with a bone? That's someone who has a hold of their dream and they are not letting go no matter how much other people try and steal their dreams, or no matter how much other people try and dissuade them, perhaps sharing with them what their own beliefs are, or regardless of our own paradigms, we don't let go of our bone. So when I first became an author, actually, let me go back a little bit before that. When I decided to write the book, I told my parents I was writing a book. Their response was, You're writing a book? So obviously I didn't have the support of my parents. And that was fine. I didn't need the support of my parents or anyone else for that matter. I really believed that I had something of value to share. I had gone through the experience of personal growth from studying personal growth, and I wanted to share what I learned with others. So I made a decision. And even though I'd never written a book before, didn't know what was involved in the industry of being an author, I decided I was going to go forward anyway and create success. And did I run into any roadblocks? Absolutely. But I went around them or over them or through them. And consequently, here we are, 17 books later, New York Times best-selling author, books translated into 37 languages, created a business that's generating millions of dollars. I am very grateful to be experiencing success. But we're not here to talk about me. I want to talk about how I can help you live your dreams. Grab a hold of your dreams and never let go. One of my 17 books is a book called Be a Dog with a Bone. So therefore, in this particular podcast, I want to talk to you about what the highlights are of being a dog with a bone, pursuing your dreams, never letting go, and how you can create even more success in your life. So the first one is dogged determination. When you think about something that you would love, I believe determination comes from a place of being passionate about your goal. So if you don't have a goal right now that you're really passionate about, I would highly recommend that you get one and make a decision right now, even though you very likely will not know how you're going to accomplish that goal. Make a decision right now that you are not going to let go of that goal, that you're going to hold on tight and you're going to see that goal manifest in your life. And you can see that goal manifest in your life with total ease as well. So grab a hold of that goal. Sit down and really think, what would I love? What would I love? That's where you start when you're thinking about the goals that you would love to create in your life. So sit down, invest the time really thinking about this and following through by identifying what your goals are. Write them down in the present tense like this. I am so happy and so grateful now that, and then you write out the goal as if it's already done. It's very important that you write the goal in the present tense and that you only use positive words. So if you have a money goal or a financial goal, for example, perhaps an income goal, you could declare, I am so happy and so grateful now that I'm easily earning, and then you say how much money that is. Again, remember, you don't have to know how. Even if you've never earned anywhere close to that amount of money before, that's fine. You can still set the goal, you can still pursue the goal, and you can still achieve that goal. But you've got to believe it, right? You've got to really connect with it. And it must come from desire. Desire is like the fuel that keeps you going. So what's desire? It's just something you've decided that you really want. So think about that, focus on that, and connect with that and set it today. The next thing that I want to talk about is another technique that is shared in my book, Be a Dog with a Bone. And that is, it's time to teach an old dog new tricks. And that involves learning the behaviors that will guarantee your success. So what are the behaviors? Well, think about it. You're a very habitual being. And the things that you're doing every single day are habits, many of the things that you're doing. And even though you may start something new, it only becomes a habit through space-time repetition. So what are the tricks or what are the habits that are literally going to guarantee your success? I'm going to tell you right now. This next idea may be the most valuable idea you will ever hear as far as manifestation is concerned. And what is the trick to guaranteeing your success? Is to feel as if you're already living the life that you desire to live. You've got to feel it right now. Feel it, genuinely connect to the gratitude of you living that life, and you operate every single day feeling that your goals have already been manifested. That is a very important step. But I'll tell you this, most people don't do it. And the reason why most people don't do it is because they don't know how. So how do you do it? Well, you incorporate practices and techniques that are going to cause you to feel as if you've already manifested your goals. And I'm going to share with you what some of them are right now. One is to be grateful. Now that could involve you writing in a gratitude journal. It could involve you just simply expressing, I'm so happy and grateful for, and you express the goals as if you've already manifested them in your life today. And also it could be involved saying affirmations. You could be doing affirmations in the mirror and looking at yourself eye to eye and saying, I'm so happy and grateful now that, but really connecting to the emotional states. And my most powerful and most effective technique is something called the Power Life Script. And that's where you script out your life as you would love it to be in the present tense, as if you're living it now, and you script it in a way that you can see your life and you can feel the emotions that you would be feeling were you living that life right now. And so for a Power Life Script, you write it out in detail, and then you record it, and then you listen to it every single day. It's not only the easiest technique that there is, it's the most powerful and most effective technique that there is. So I would suggest that you create a Power Life Script now. If you want to find out more information about a Power Life Script and how to effectively create one, I do suggest that you go to powerlifescript.com and you can check that out. The next idea behind being a dog with a bone and pursuing your dreams is to stop chasing your tail. What does that involve? It means you stop doing the things that aren't getting you where you want to go. So in other words, if you find that you are doing things that are a waste of time, or you're saying things that are non-supportive of the outcomes that you desire, in other words, your language isn't quite right, then you want to stop doing that. It comes down to either biting your tongue and not saying those things, or when you go to do something that's non-supportive or destructive, that you just stop yourself and you engage in what I call switching techniques. So the moment you start to feel fear, as an example, and you know where that's going, it's going to a destructive place. So you notice that fear is there. Maybe you're even saying things that are non-supportive, and just notice it. Just stop yourself in that moment and just say, whoa, wait a minute. I see what I'm doing right here. Develop the awareness so that you recognize what you're doing in those moments. And you will know. You'll absolutely know what these things are. And then stop yourself, make a new decision to put yourself right back on track. How do you put yourself right back on track? Start listening to your Power Life Script again. Say an affirmation. Feel the gratitude. Do some visualization. Get up, go for a brisk walk. Do something that's going to change the state that you're in to put yourself in a much more empowering, productive, positive state. The next thing is to only ingest things that are good for you. What do I mean by that? Well, poisonous things, poisonous ideas, poisonous dialogue, conversation will sabotage success. So if you find that you end up in a conversation with some folks or one other person and they're speaking negatively about anything, maybe they're speaking negatively about politics or the weather or the economy, anything, that's poisonous. Or if you're speaking badly about other people, that's poisonous. Anytime you're speaking negatively and connecting to negative attitudes or negative ideas, it's poison. You want to be cautious and notice when you're engaging in ideas, thoughts, words, actions that are non-supportive, and you want to stop them right away. And then you want to be a little dog with a big dog attitude. You see, your attitude is the little thing that makes a big difference. Earl Nightingale spoke about that. He talked about it as a magic word. What's the magic word? It's attitude. What if today you decided that you're going to have a really positive attitude, that you're going to be an enthusiastic person? How about giving that a try? Just decide today you're improving your attitude. You're going to have a very positive, optimistic attitude. Make a decision right now. All right? Do it. Do it right now. I remember a number of years ago going to an event, and I believe I have a really good attitude, positive attitude. And I went to an event and I decided I'm going to improve upon my attitude. And I shared that to someone else and they said, you're going to improve upon your attitude? You have a pretty darn good attitude. Well, all of us has an opportunity to improve upon anything in our life. Because as human beings, we're either getting better or we're getting worse. And you have to decide which side of that equation you're going to be on. Well, I decide I'm on the side of getting better. So every day in every way, I'm getting better and better. As a matter of fact, that's one of my affirmations. Every day in every way, I am getting better and better. You might want to adopt that as your affirmation as well. And then we're going to talk about obstacles. And the next thing that we cover off in Be a Dog with a Bone is that when you feel you've reached the end of your leash, go further. And this is really about handling adversity and overcoming any challenges. You see, in life, there will be challenges. I remember many, many years ago, I was watching a VHS video, and it was a video of the coach, Lou Holtz, and he was one of the most winningest coaches of all time. And Lou Holtz had this video, and it was called Do Right. And I remember watching it, and it started, and Lou Holtz was saying, if you're not experiencing adversity in your life right now, get ready because it's coming. And I remember when I heard that, I was thinking to myself, well, that's not a very positive video or a positive idea to be included in this very optimistic message. But the truth is, everyone experiences adversity. Everyone is going to have challenges. It doesn't matter who you are, where you are, what you're doing. Everyone's going to come up against adversity. But what I found is that the stronger you are emotionally, the more you're working on yourself, the stronger you are with really being connected to positivity, the better it's going to go when you get to the point of challenges or adversity. Also, change the way you look at it. If you have an opportunity that comes up, and I say the word opportunity because I don't look at problems as problems. I look at problems as either challenges or opportunities. So my perception has changed. So I suggest you create a better perception of what these challenges or adversities may be in your life. And I have found, with all sincerity, that when you change your perception of these things, that the results will change as well. Now, the next one is absolutely one of my favorites, and that is to drool unto others as you would have them drool unto you. I think this is the most important lesson you can ever learn. And the reason is because whatever you put out in the world is going to come back to you. You treat people right, you'll be treated right. You give out love, you will receive love. You're kind to others, you're going to receive kindness. You give value to others, you're going to receive value back. It's a very simple philosophy, but as Emerson said, it is the law of laws. It's the law of cause and effect is really what it's talking about. You want to be one that's putting good out there in the world. And my decision every single day is to wake up and to determine how will I bring greater value to the world today. And I have found by developing that philosophy that more and more good comes my way. Now, that's not why you do it. You don't do it for that reason. You do it because it feels good to give out, to give to others, to help others, to share, to help others grow. You can do it by sharing this podcast with people that you care about. That's one way that you can bring more value to the world as well. I also have a lot of videos on YouTube. Share those. I go on Facebook and Instagram Live. I have a lot of great content. Share that with other people. The next idea is to come out of the doghouse. And what does that mean? Well, that means you continuously and courageously step forward into growth. You know something? It can be scary when you're moving forward into growth. It can be scary when you're pursuing your big dreams. But this is something I know for certain. When you do, when you constantly focus on growth, when you're working on yourself, on being a better version of who you are right now, better and better results are going to come to you. So do that today. Make a decision today. You're listening to this. You're hearing some great ideas. Ensure that you implement them today. Set those big goals. Follow through with what I'm saying, and you're going to find that life just gets better and better and better. The next idea is to trust your own inner knowing. We call that instincts. Now, dogs have great instincts. You've seen that where a dog will sense danger and they'll growl, or they'll meet somebody who's not a very nice person and you can tell they're like showing their teeth. Well, all of us have instincts, not only dogs. You got to trust it. You see, I make decisions based on my intuition. We all have intuition. It is a faculty that we have. You just simply have to develop it and trust it. So when you find that you're really paying attention to your instinct and your intuition, you'll find you'll make better and better decisions. So anytime you're considering doing something or following through with something, just get quiet, ask your intuition, what is the right thing to do right now? And trust that you'll get the absolute perfect answer. And the next thing is to bark for what you want. Don't keep quiet about what your needs and desires are. You know, when I became an author, and even before that, when I established my business back in 1995, I found that the more I asked other people for help or for advice, the better it went. And you know what? There are a lot of people that really want to help other people. So what is it that you want? What is it that you need? Don't be afraid to ask others for what you want. You're going to find that when you're someone who is a dog with a bone, in other words, you're really passionate about manifesting your desires in your life, there are a lot of people that really recognize that and appreciate that, and they will help you. And then you want to also be someone who is happy and showing appreciation. In the next chapter in Be a Dog with a Bone, it's called Wag Your Tail. And think about it if you have a dog. I have a couple little dogs, Cotton de Tuileries, Jojo and Bella. And I know that when I talk to them and I'm praising them or sharing something with them, they're wagging their tail. They're happy. They're enjoying the conversation. They're showing appreciation. You give them a little treat. They're showing appreciation. You know, most people don't feel appreciated. When you start showing appreciation and you do this on a regular basis, you're going to find that you're going to feel good about it. And good's going to come back to you as well. I remember one time having a conversation with my husband, Denis, and I asked him after several years of marriage, I said, honey, what is it that you love about me? And he thought about it for a minute. He just didn't spurt out the first answer that came to him. He thought about it a minute and he said, you know what I love about you most? And I said, what's that? He said, I love how you appreciate me. And I have found that in relationships, the more you appreciate the other person, whether it's a sibling, whether it's a friend, whether it's another family member, whether it's your significant other, wow, the stronger and the better the relationship is. So show some appreciation today. And also, you want to make sure you keep your nose wet. And as we know with any dog owner, that when a dog's nose is wet, they're feeling better. So you want to make sure that you're taking good care of yourself. You're feeling rough? Do something that's going to cause you to feel better. Sometimes it involves rest and taking care of yourself. But either way, you are the person that's going to get you to where you want to go. So you want to be definitely taking care of yourself. And then the dogma for success is to really follow through with these ideas every single day, to really implement success strategies, to be in the study all the time. I'm constantly learning, constantly studying. And yes, I'm a teacher and I'm a mentor as well. But I found that the more you live by the dogma for success on really being focused and committed to this, the better your results go. And then lap up your success. Take a bite out of life. Do you realize that this is life? It's happening right now. This isn't a trial run. This isn't something that's just casual. I want you to take your life very seriously and make a decision that today's the day that you're going to really follow through and get connected to your dreams, because your dreams are ready for you. They're ready for you to manifest them in your life right now. So follow through with everything that I'm suggesting in the Manifestation Podcast, because we're here to help you grow and to help you live your dreams. So that's our message for today for this podcast. Please share a review with us. We'd love to hear from you, and share these messages with others as well. I look forward to being back with you again in the next Manifestation Podcast.
Thanks for tuning in to the Manifestation Podcast with Peggy McColl. Take your learning deeper by signing up for the free morning manifestation videos at morningmanifestation.com. And follow Peggy on all social media channels for daily updates. See you again